What's up guys, Minecraft LPs here, and today we are looking at redstone mechanics and tutorials. So first of all, we're going to get started with redstone mechanics, how redstone works. Now redstone is Minecraft's logic. As you guys all know, redstone you can get underground by red looking ore. Now redstone can carry redstone signals from one location to another. For example, a redstone torch gives redstone dust a power level. So you can see it gets brighter and then dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until you see nothing at all. So you can see it died right here. So redstone has a block length of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah. Now with redstone it can get very complicated. So everybody out here that played Minecraft maps know that, because a lot of maps use redstone and it's just amazing. Now I was completely failed at trying to destroy that. So redstone mechanics, this is like the basic of it. Like, this is what you can do with it. You can like activate stuff, and we'll get into that later. So yeah, there's the redstone mechanics. Another thing I want to mention is redstone has an update function, which is called the redstone update. Redstone update is triggered when a redstone receives a power signal. You can see when the power was transferred, it went through the wire and caused the redstone update and caused this piston to push. Or redstone update is also known as powering a block. So let's go on. Next is redstone repeaters. Now redstone repeaters are mainly used for delays, but they can be used for multiple things. For example, say if you had a bunch of redstone dust going down the line, so you want a huge line from a lever to a piston. So you'd place the torch and then, it ran out. Well, you can use a redstone repeater to activate the redstone repeater and reactivate the redstone. Redstone repeaters can also be used in delays. There are 4 ticks in one repeater. So this is the first tick, so it's going to take 1 tick. There's 20 ticks in 1 second. So this is 1/20th of a second. We can go up to 2 ticks, 3 ticks, and 4 ticks. So 4 ticks is 4/20ths of a second. So we can keep on adding these to get even longer delays. So you guys can see, look what happens. There you go. So you can add delays. And you can make timers, which we'll get into the gate episode. So yeah, that's the basics of a redstone repeater. The other thing you can use with redstone repeaters is traveling signals through blocks. For example, if we have a block right here, which is regular redstone going into a block, this block is powered, but this redstone right here is not powerful enough to pick it up. But if we place a repeater, it sucks the power out of here and puts it into the repeater, causing it to have a signal. Alright, so now we're moving on to pistons. Now pistons are like awesome. Like when they added them, there was a piston mod that was really awesome too, because you could shoot blocks in the air and stuff. With pistons you can't really do that without using a lot of complicated piston pushing up and stuff like that. It is possible by using pistons, but it's not going to be as cool. Like the block would land once in a while because the piston's pushing it up and pushing other pistons up, and it get all complicated. So pistons are really cool. What they do, like you saw back there, is when we receive a redstone update or a power block, I'm just going to say power for now. Once they receive power, they activate. Now, you notice a little bit of bug. You see the piston face before it even lands. It's weird. Alright. So yeah, it can be through a lever, redstone torch, or anything else. Even a button. Now, like I said, you don't have to, like the repeater thing where you go through blocks. That doesn't require for immediate inputs. So for example, you don't need a repeater right here for this to travel, because this will be able to power this, which this can have a repeater going into it, which it cannot. Huh, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, no, derp. Like this block right there is powered strong enough, pretty much. So pistons are really cool. Pistons can move blocks from one location to another within one area. So you can see it's pushing. Now, I bet you guys are saying, why does it stay? Well, because of course this is a sticky piston, no dip. A regular piston does pretty much the opposite of sticking. It just throws it out there. Now, what's cool about the sticky piston, you can make like pixel displays and stuff. You can draw your own painting. A lot of people have done that. So now we're moving on to redstone torches. Now, redstone torches are used in a lot of gates and not really used in basic redstone. Well, redstone torches are pretty cool, but they're not the coolest thing with redstone. I mean, if they didn't have them, then that would suck. It'd be a lot harder to make gates and stuff. Redstone torches are very important, so yeah, I'm not gonna complain. They're very important, actually. So redstone torches can be used like I did over there, just to send a straight signal. They also can be used for a NOT gate. A NOT gate means the power, unless, see, look, it's pretty much inverts it. It's a NOT gate. When the lever's off, this is on. It does the opposite. When it's on, this is off, the inverter. Now I think about it, I don't think it's not gay. Oh yeah, it is. What am I saying? So yeah, there's a nice little gate for you. Now this can be used in multiple things like powering and display and stuff, but in this case we're not going to be doing that. So let's move on. Redstone torches, we'll get into those because this is for more advanced stuff. Alright, so now we're moving on to the redstone basics. Now, redstone, as I said, is a very powerful thing, but can get expensive after a while. When the redstone basics come in is when we start getting kind of into the start. So, we're going to build some basic contraptions. So, first, to start the basics, let's make the basic logic gates. Now, logic gates are like pretty much when two inputs cause an output, or one output causes an input, and it can get complicated, but I don't know the real definition of Minecraft logic. I don't know the definition of redstone logic, but I know what it means. So first, and the most basic one, like in my opinion the most basic, is the OR gate. Now the OR gate, it's self-explanatory. It's this one or this one, and the only reason why it does that is because of this is getting connected to the same line. So yeah, so that's the OR gate. Now let's move on to the AND gate. The AND gate is pretty awesome. It can be used in a lot of things, especially combination locks. We'll get into that. The uses of the logic gates. And all you do is have this. It's 3 stone. You can build this multiple ways. This is the way I do it. So here you go. Now your inputs go right there. It can be redstone running into it, whatever. Just has to be on. It can't be like this, because then that would power. It has to be from the block below. So what an AND gate is, it's pretty. It looks. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Again, this one and that one have to be off. Now, only reason why it does that, when a redstone torch gets powered, it turns off. So this is using that logic to make 2 torches and a redstone dust. This redstone dust is turning off this torch right here. So when this one's on, when this one's off, this one's still on, so it's still powering this dust. So we flip-flop that, it's still the same thing. But when both of them are off, this redstone dust is off. So yeah, and your output is right here. See both of them off. So if we bam. So now let's get into the multi-AND gate. The multi-AND gate isn't really a logic gate, but it can be used in 2 combination locks. Now this is very simple to make. I'm just gonna make it 4 of them in one. So you wanna put your outputs right here, and then you're gonna have them meet up in a middle section right here. Now this one can be used in multiple ways, like I said. It can be created multiple ways. Like you can have a wall right here or something. So all of these have to be off in order for that redstone torch in the back to go off. So let's put a piston here, for example. So one of them's not on, and then 2 of them aren't on. Well, if we power these, then bam, that happens. So yeah, that's the redstone basics. Those are the most basic gates. I bet there's a lot more basic ones, but I want to get into those in a later episode, because this one was just explaining the redstone, but it wasn't very long enough, so I just added this. Hope you guys enjoyed the redstone tutorial, and I'll see you next time in episode 2, learning the logic gates and learning how to use pistons in a way in redstone torches. See you guys later.